What I want to say to you, to this amazing person who is watching this video. Hi guys, my name is Gabriella and welcome to my channel. Today I actually do want to talk about my weight loss journey because it is quite a story that goes way back, and I just feel like maybe just maybe I can like give tips to like someone. I don't know, maybe. So before I get started on talking about how I actually lost all of my weight, I do want to get into like my history because I feel like that's pretty important. It all started when I would say elementary school. My parents had me in private school from like preschool really all the way up until 7th grade. So the private school that I went to, we were very fortunate enough to not have typical school lunch. So we would get like Jersey Mike's, Domino's Pizza, Chinese, Chick-fil-A. Oh my goodness, Chick-fil-A is every Thursday. We would always get like amazing food delivered to us, and honestly the weight packed on very quickly. And then at home, like we weren't eating any better either. Like, it's hard to eat healthy, I feel like sometimes whenever you're Hispanic, and especially like just depending on your body type either, because I know personally for me and in my family, like we just don't process specifically carbs very well. Like other people can eat carbs and burn them off like this, and like lucky you, but like we're not built like that. Like it's very hard for our bodies to like digest carbs really. So like I don't know, like we can't burn carbs off that easily is what I'm trying to say. So at home we would have like rice, arepas, oh my goodness, we would eat empanadas, we would eat pasta, like we used to eat pasta all the time. We had rice with everything, like everything, and I love rice. Like I can't just have a little bit of rice, like I have to, like now I don't even eat rice no more because I like just indulge too much in rice. I just love it. So you can imagine that I'm eating all of this stuff at school, and then at home I'm eating all of, that other good stuff. So like the weight packed on pretty quickly at a very, very young age. I remember being in 1st grade and I cried my eyes out because I got my yearbook and I felt like I was like the fattest kid like in my class, and I was, but like looking back at it now, I wasn't like crazy overweight at that age. Like I was, I was just a regular little girl. So I just remember crying over that at a really young age. And then every year, I would have my annual checkup at my doctor's office, and I would always cry because he would always tell me how I'm so overweight and how I need to, lose weight. And I remember like one time my mom was just in like complete shock because in just 1 year alone I had gained 22 pounds. 22 pounds in 1 year. Okay, that's absolutely crazy. And then also I remember going back to school shopping for clothes, and nothing would fit me ever. I would always cry because I just didn't feel like I looked good. So you can imagine like the struggle it was. And then I would say when it was about like 8th grade, 9th grade, I finally kind of like averaged out. Like I wasn't skinny, but I wasn't like overweight anymore either. I was just like average, like normal. But I still, growing up all my life, struggling with my weight, I was not happy. Like I felt like I could have always lost more weight, and especially because out of all my friends, I was not only the tallest, but also like the biggest, because all my friends are like so little, like they're tiny, they're petite, they're a size small, they were a size 2, a size 3, and then I'm over here like I was a size 7 in jeans. I sometimes even a 9. Sometimes I would have to buy a size 9 in jeans, and then my shirts would be like a medium, give or take, so I couldn't like fit in my friends' clothes if I wanted to or anything, and I just always felt like I could have looked better. And then I would say like junior year, the spring semester of junior year, I remember my mom started her weight loss journey, and she started transitioning herself into keto. So I remember I was like, Ma, I'm gonna do this with you, like I'm gonna lose weight too. But except I wasn't like really gonna do keto like her. Like I was just gonna try to eat better. So I remember I started eating, like, started making healthier, or what I thought was healthy. Started making healthier choices, and I started counting my calories. I had gotten my MyFitnessPal, but counting my calories like slowly led to like a game to see how many little calories I could eat in like a day. Like, it got to a point where I would only eat like maybe 500 calories a day, which is, that's bad. Like, that's not good, like, at all. Like, all jokes aside, like, that's awful. And I remember we had gotten like snow where I lived, and like schools were out, so I just like would sleep all the time, because in my mind, if I wasn't awake, if I was sleeping, then I wasn't eating. So like, might as well just sleep, right? Like, I kid you not, like, I remember thinking that. So I did get really thin. I got like in the high 130s, like I was like 138, not any lower than that. And that was like, that for me was like, oh my god, the scale was like that small. I've never seen it that small in like a long time. But I remember, like, I saw my sister one time, and my sister looked at me and was like, don't lose any more weight. Like, I just was not looking like healthy. I feel like when I did get that thin, I looked at myself in the mirror, and it's like I still wasn't happy. Like, I just felt like I looked gross. Like, I did not like the way I looked at all. And it was because this was junior year. So I did play sports all my life, but this particular season I was not playing any sports. So I was not working out or anything. I was just, so I had no like muscles, and I was just looking flat all around. If anything, I ended up starting to feel more self-conscious than what I was already feeling. So then around this time, I started to work at my favorite restaurant, and it was a Mexican restaurant. And oh my goodness, like, I can tell you guys crazy stories of like how I would eat when I worked there. It was awful. Like, I gained all my weight back and then some. So now we're back at square one. Okay, I'm not like obese, like, but I wasn't thin either. I just didn't like the way I looked. So last year I did move. I moved from North Carolina to Florida. So leading up to when I was moving, I literally had a list of like the restaurants that I wanted to go to before I moved, because like I was moving, so we gotta try out these foods, So I remember I was eating so much, like I was like and then it turned to another game where I was trying to see how much food I can like pack down. That's really bad as well. I would literally challenge myself to see like how much food, because I'm such a foodie, and I took like a lot of pride in that. But it got unhealthy because I started like trying to eat more and more and more and more and more. So I had gained so much weight. I was like already pushing 170. I stopped we moved, and then I stopped weighing myself after we moved, after I hit 165, because it was just getting like higher. It got to a point where my mom was like, please stop, like, please just take control, like, you need to do something, blah, blah, blah. Like, my mom was starting to get really worried about me, and I was just like, excuse me, like, why are you coming at me right now? Like, it would really bother me when my mom would say anything, but I know she was just trying to help, but I didn't want help, So then, I remember May, so exactly like a year from today, May of 2018, I just remember just walking around in like Miami, and I just felt so like gross. Like, I could not even stand to look at myself, and I felt bleh. Like, I did not feel good at all. And so at that point, time goes by. Let's go to November of 2018. 6 months ago, I just remember being with my cousin, and we were like, he was talking about his friends or something, and I was just like looking at all these girls, and I'm like, oh my god, like, how can I be in Miami and like not feel confident, And at this point, honestly, I did lose like 10 pounds, but I didn't even like try. I would fluctuate between like 155 and 160, and I had just accepted myself like as is. Like, I just thought I'm gonna be this weight forever, like that's not gonna change, like whatever, you know, like I had just accepted it. But that doesn't mean I was confident. Nope, I wasn't confident. I was just whatever, like it is what it is, you know. I was like, you know what, I can lose 10 pounds. Like me losing 10 pounds, I can do it. Like I know I can do it. So I had set a realistic goal for myself to lose 10 pounds by the new year. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. I challenged myself to lose weight entering holiday season. And guess what? I did it. Okay, so the holidays was not an excuse for me to eat crazy. So, and when I challenged myself, this was like, because I remember, I was with my cousin, like I remember this particular day, it was like November 16th or something, so we were already like almost to Thanksgiving. We were like halfway through the month of November when I challenged myself to lose 10 pounds by the new year. So I did it. Like I challenged myself to lose that weight, and a week before Christmas, instead of losing 10 pounds, I had already lost 12 pounds. And I was just so proud of myself because, like, yes, Thanksgiving had already passed. We were almost to Christmas and I was still enjoying the holidays. I just wasn't going overboard. And I started, like, you know, as I started losing weight, I just started feeling like so good and so confident. And I just started feeling better. This is when I get into how I lost the weight. So my mom lost, you know, a lot of weight doing keto. But I, like, yes, I know my body doesn't process carbs as well as maybe someone else will. So I know that doing a lower carb diet would work best for you. I like to say that I live by a keto paleo diet. So I eat foods that are not like good on keto terms, but they're good on paleo terms. But then there's also foods like in the paleo, you know, world that I stay away from, and that's where I lean towards more like the keto, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of a mix between both. So I'm not like super crazy strict on like this on keto, but I do like live by it because, and I know it works. If you do it right, then yes, like it is healthy for you, but you always have to make sure that you do your research and everything before you just start a diet. And speaking on the term diet, I honestly hate this term because I hate this terms and when it's like referring to like an actual like diet. If this is like making sense, I don't know like another word for it, but like, you know, like the stuff that's like those diets that are like, oh, do this for like 15 days or the 3-day military diet or like the 30-day whatever diet. Those, like, I hate those because maybe they work, like maybe, but when your 3 days are over or when your 30 days is over and you go back to eating how you were eating before, you're gonna gain all your weight back, like. And then you're gonna feel like, damn, like I restricted myself for like 30 days and like not, you know, maybe you did hit your goal, but then you're gonna be like, you know, you're gonna go back to eating how you were before and you're gonna gain all the weight back and you're just gonna feel so crappy. So I hate that term of dieting. I like to say it's more of a lifestyle change because this isn't something, eating healthy isn't something that you do for 30 days and it automatically look amazing and then stay looking amazing. That's not how it works. You know, it's a lifestyle. You literally change the way you eat for the rest of your life. Okay, yes, commitment. That is for real commitment, okay? So anyways, now we got that lifestyle talk pushed out the way. So I just started transitioning myself into eating lower carbs. So I would kind of cut out fast food. I would just eat a lot more vegetables. My mom cooks amazing. Like I'm so lucky to have my mom as a mom because she cooks so good, and she always makes like really healthy foods. Like she makes a lot of vegetables and like chicken, sometimes fish. You know, we don't really eat too much red meat, but every once in a while she does make red meat and stuff. So I just started eating healthier, making healthier choices, saying no to like bad foods. But then like when I would crave something, I would I would eat it, but very, like, I wouldn't say a cupcake. Say we have a cupcake here. Cupcakes are so good, but I would not eat the whole cupcake. How about just half a cupcake? That way I can still have enough to satisfy my craving, but you know, half a cupcake is like 3 or 4 bites. Like it's not gonna kill me, you know. And that's like another important thing too, is that you don't ever want to restrict yourself, because if you restrict yourself, it's gonna end up doing you more harm than good. So sometimes it's just best to have that piece of pie, or like that half a piece of cake or something, you know, like don't restrict yourself. So that's honestly how I did it. I wasn't working out at the time. I was just eating healthier, making healthier choices. And then come after, a little after the new year, because I remember I was kind of traveling a lot like in December. So come like after the new year, I did start to work out, and then I would work out 5 days a week. But I started working out like my first 2 or 3 weeks in the gym. I would only do cardio, but then I started like shortly after, I started doing like actual weight training with like low weight. Like I was so weak, I had to use the 5-pound dumbbells from like my upper body because I was weak. But now I'm up to like 12-15 pounds. So progress. Everyone always starts somewhere. And I remember I used to suffer from the worst gym anxiety. Like I would always try to go to the gym before, and I would like walk in and just leave like immediately after. I literally could not go like work out. It was so hard. So me actually going to the gym and like sticking with it was another really big milestone, because it was something really hard for me to do. And honestly, I'm so glad that I did make that decision to challenge myself to lose like those 10 pounds, because now I'm like a lot of pounds down. If you want to count from when I was like, maybe let's just say my biggest like 170, I'm at 135 right now. So that's like a big difference. All of that was just like in a year too, but the majority was done in just 6 months. And me a year ago, if you had told me that summer of 2019 will finally be the year that I have my summer body, I would have like that you're like freaking kidding me right now. Like I would think that you're playing with like my emotions, to be honest, because I just never thought, like I never thought that I would be like this small, or I would feel like this good, or like look this good. And not only has like eating healthy and like, you know, changing my lifestyle has helped me in my physical aspect, but honestly, more than anything, it has helped me mentally. And I never ever realized like how much the foods that you eat, how much they like really impact your mind. And I was just in a really dark place before, you know, I started eating healthy. And like once I started eating healthy, like I honestly, like it just started regulating everything in my brain, and I just like slowly, you know, started feeling better. And like it's just completely, I have energy now. Like I actually have energy to do stuff, and I feel happy. Like I feel happy all the time. And finally, like I'm working on my confidence. Like I feel confident, you know, and it's just like changed my whole mental health really. And that's more than anything, that's why I've stuck to eating healthy, because it hasn't been perfect these past 6 months. I have had like little setbacks, you know, but I remember this happened in like March, where I had like a setback for like a week or two. I was just eating trash. Like I was just eating like how I was eating before, and there I go, like I start feeling really crappy and really sluggish, and then I start getting bad thoughts again. And like I was just like, what the heck? Like the only thing that's changed is the foods I've been eating. And it's like those foods were causing like stuff to be going on in my brain that shouldn't be going on. So really quickly I switched back to eating healthy, and you know, getting rid of all of that. And now here we are, and now I go to the gym, and I have lost like a lot of weight, but I haven't when it comes to like to my gym life, I have not been maximizing my workouts. So that's like my next goal. My next goal is to really like maximize my workouts and like really get the most of it and really tone up my body, because right now I'm just like really skinny. So I really just want to like, you know, start making myself really lean and toning up and everything. But what I want to say to you, to this amazing person who is watching this video, is it's never too late to start, because all my life I really did struggle with like my weight, and like now here I am, you know, and I'm in my 20s. Like, you know, it's taken this long to finally be happy with like myself and like my body and, you know, my mind and everything. So it's never like too late. Don't feel like you've struggled for too long that it's like you're never gonna ever find hope, because you will. You just really have to put your mind to it, and it's not easy. Like, it's not easy at all. I feel like, you know, when you start the healthier lifestyle, you know, you pretty much go through withdrawals, because bad foods like sugar, even carbs, like just foods could be so addicting, like so addicting. And even now I still have to be super careful, because of, you know, if I eat bad foods a little bit too often back to back, I start craving them like crazy. And it's like my body, and it's weird because I listen to my body, and my body like does not want it. Like my body tells me no, but my mind is like, I need it, like I need it, like I have to have it, and but my body rejects it. Like it makes me so nauseous. Like anytime I eat like really bad foods, I just want to throw up. Like it does not even make me feel good. Like my body hates it, but it's like it's just so addicting that my mind feels like it needs it. And like, no, like this is bad. Like you cannot let like the addiction win. You know, it's not too late to make a decision, and you do have to go through withdrawals. You do have to detox your body of all of that hard stuff, and that's why it is so freaking hard to get into that healthier lifestyle. Like that's why like the first week, the first 2 weeks, the first month, I wouldn't even really say month, I would say like 3 weeks at the most. But those are like the worst, hardest weeks. Let me just say, you can't stop eating foods, like bad foods, cold turkey. Like you slowly have to like start cutting things out and transitioning your body into doing it. So when I was transitioning my body into like eating healthier, it was like really hard. Like I was super moody, like I was super like just mad, like my cravings were out of control. Like I was like literally going through withdrawals, you know, and I was detoxing my body out of everything. But once it's out of your system and you just have like good foods in there, like it just feels so good. Like it's just, you feel like alive, you have energy, you feel awake. You know, you wake up and you actually feel full and content. And it's just like, it's an amazing feeling that I wish everyone could like experience, you know. And honestly, everyone just has to put their mind into like eating healthier and just making healthier decisions, and really being careful about like the foods that you eat, like from just anywhere, because until you really start to like read labels and like look into things, like even stuff that you see are healthy are not even healthy for you at all. So that's what I wanted to say. It is not too late to start your journey. Everybody starts somewhere. You know, I suffered from my gym anxiety. I started going to the gym after I started losing some weight, and even then, sometimes, even now, like sometimes I'm not even gonna act like it's perfect for me every day. I still have days sometimes where it's like, if my gym is super packed, like I get really nervous and I leave, you know, and it's still something that I'm trying to deal with. Like now is to not let like the gym anxiety leave, because in the end, the one who suffers here is me. The one who's missing out on a good workout is me, you know. And I don't want to suffer. Like I'm trying to get that body, like I'm trying to get that workout in, you know, like I'm trying to get stronger, leaner, toned. Like I don't want to let this anxiety win, you know. So I feel like I've said so much, but that's really it. I just wanted to like, you know, put some motivation, put some goodness, put some inspiration out there in the world, and just let you know that I believe in you and I believe that you can do it. Because if I was able to do it, I swear anybody can do it. We all start somewhere, and don't let anybody tell you that you will never be able to do it, because you will, because you're awesome and you're amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Honestly, I hope that this, at least inspired somebody out there, even if it was just one person. I just want to let you know, boo, you got this, okay? And I feel like there was like so much more I could have said, but like this is like my first time making this type of video, so maybe I can like make another one like with more detail, maybe, just maybe, right, Romeo? I have a little dog. Anyways, so fingers crossed, hopefully I see you guys soon. Bye.